Hey everybody, how's it going? Another Friday night with the Cuz. Glad to see you all make it here. Let's see, we got Mike Dalton, Lance, John Tanzillo, Martin Siesma, Kyle Jesse Cumberland Division, Digger Evans, how's it going, buddy? RDNT, Randy, what's going on, brother? Black Fountain Models, you are new here. Glad you made it in and happy to see you, brother. Have a good time tonight. Joelle Kalma, how's it going, little girl? Nice to see you in here. Dave BNSF in scale. Double Diamond Railroad, how's it going? Robert McEvoy, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Chuck, 1965, how's it going, my friend? Hastings BNSF in scale, nice to see you in here. Z-Scale Ray, where's your Starbucks, buddy? SP Mike, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. EJ and E, Jeff, what's going on? Leif Butler, Rick Bailey. Rick, you need to finish your contest. You didn't finish it yet. You know you need to answer the questions. Union Central Systems. Paul, how's it going? Jerry Satterelli. Woo! Slow down, guys. Granny Goose. Hello, just starting my railroad career. All right, well, welcome. How's it going? Nice to see you in here. Stay tuned. You might learn something tonight. We're going to go over some electrical stuff. Marcel, what's going on, brother? Joe Rader, nice to see you in here. Corey, hey Corey, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Sparky, my little brother, what's going on? Robert Flanagan, nice to see you in here, buddy. Gary Corbin, David Atkins, how's it going, David? Nice to see you in here. Jeff Allen, nice to see you, buddy. Let's see who else we got. Dustin N-Scale Model Railroad. Dale PRR Guy Base, nice to see you in here, buddy. Let me see, man. Yeah, maybe. Hang around, Dale. I might have something special for you tonight. And also, you too, Chuck. Stick around. I may have something special for you. Let's see. Frank Neer, how's it going, my friend? Brandon Kreger, nice to see you. I got some new people in here tonight. That is very cool. You guys that have been here with me for a while, you know the routine. Put your mouse over their name. If you see the three dots on the side, go ahead and click on it and check their channel out and go ahead and subscribe to them. I'm sure they would appreciate it. Dwight Curley, what's going on? James Tedesco, nice to see you in here. Phew. I think I got everybody right now. Oh, by the way, can you guys hear me? Can you see me? What are we going to talk about tonight? Very interesting. I don't have anything prepared. Just following up on Sparky's deal that he did the other night. It's pretty cool. Paulville, Grovemont, and New Jersey. How's it going? Great Northern and Lakeland. Short line, yes. All right, yes, okay. I hear you and see you. Thank you, Joel, for the feedback. I appreciate that. Western Sydney, I'm not new. Sorry, I forgot the only real. Okay. Okay, Krista. Thanks for straightening that out for me, so I'll know next time. I appreciate that. Yeah, I had to change the lighting a little bit in here because of the whiteboard that I have up behind me. It was giving off a lot of reflection, and you wouldn't be able to see what I have planned on there tonight. So, and also, I'm seeing the sun coming in down here. I am facing west right now in my house. So yeah, I get the west sun that comes into this room. I'm surprised it's still up at this hour. I mean, it should be pretty much going down by now. But anyhow, that's neither here nor there. We'll continue on. Jerry said early. Jerry, you know, when you do your next video, can you please pronounce your last name? I know it's Italian, but I can't get the Eriale. Uriel, Satteriel. I guess that's how it is, Satteriel. Paul the Carver, how's it going, my friend? Let's see, I said Z-Scale. I got it right. Okay. I just don't like messing up people's names. You know, I get really not pissed, but I get a little annoyed because my name is like only 2 syllables, and it's Cess and Tito. You know, and that's it. You know. but people stumble over there all the time. They look at it and say, this is an Italian name. I can't get that straight. Joey Buzek, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Yeah, yours are a little tough too, because I don't know if it's Buckzek or Butzek, or I don't know exactly. But the next time you do a video, you should do that for us also, so we all know how to pronounce your name. Just say Joey. Bomb full of change. All right. And we got quite a few people in here tonight so far. 47. That's nice. I'm trying to stall a little bit of time here I'm waiting for Butzek. Okay. All right. Thank you, Joey. I appreciate that. Hi, Dwayne. How's it going, my friend? So true. All right. Anyhow, I guess we might be able to get started. Even though I wanted to wait for Ralph to get here, but Ralph's not here yet. But I'm sure that he will be here shortly. He texted me, actually called me and told me that he would be a little late tonight. And that's okay. I mean, I appreciate everything he does for me. Possum Bayou, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Chris Mitchell, nice to see you also. Let me give it a couple more minutes, see if Ralph shows up. If not, we'll go ahead and start. And he'll be able to finish up later on. I hope the sun goes down before I pull that pillowcase off there so it doesn't glare it. I mean, I spent a lot of time just trying to get the lights not to glare on it. Oh, God. James Tedesco, I said hello to you. I said Carver, I said hello to you. Joshua Williams, how's it going, my friend? You know, it's bad if I'm already drinking water. All right. I guess we should get the show on the road. Turn the sun off. I don't, I do have some blinds over there, but I never use those blinds. This is my kitchen window that is coming through right now. And it should be going down here pretty soon. Hopefully by the time we get to that part, it'll be down. All right. Anyhow, let's see how this is going to work tonight. I know last week I didn't have any sound, but you guys said there was sound, so let's see. We'll go ahead and do this. All right, guys, that worked that time, so I was pretty happy about that. Anyhow, we're going to go through someone who is new to me, and he posted a new video just yesterday that I watched, and I appreciate that because I asked him to do that so we can get a better look at his layout, and he did that, and thank you very much. Also, he models in the 1950s in N scale. He did an FD Hopper train and has some vids of his layout under 2 minutes. The last video I watched of his was I think about 8 or 9 minutes or so. And the person I am speaking about tonight is Dale PRR Guy Bass or Boss. Anyhow, he's got 50 subscribers at the moment, and I bet you he would like it if he gets it up to 60 or 65 tonight. So you guys, you know the routine. After we get off of this, go check him out. And if you like what he's got, subscribe to him. I'm sure he's going to appreciate that. Anyhow, just saw someone else new in here. N-Scale CSX in Rio Grande. How's it going, buddy? Nice to see you in here. Great Northern and Lakeland. Short line. Well, I need to have the whiteboard. I mean, that's the whole thing about tonight is the whiteboard. So I need to keep that there. Lone Wolf Rail Fan, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. All right, the next person I want to talk about, just a little bit of talking about. In his last video that I watched, and I don't remember exactly how long it was, he was asking for some advice. He wants to go to a second deck in his layout room, but he doesn't have enough run space to get up as high as he wants to go. So he wants to know if there was any way that he could do that like that, or if he should do a helix. How you doing, Anthony, Georgia Sunbelt? Please stick around. I got something for you tonight also. Let's see. So he's asking that he wants to get up about 15 or 16 inches, and he's got a small space. The person I'm talking about is CDP 1965, and he is here in the chat tonight. If you guys want to go check him out, you can take a quick glance at him. Cypher Ralph and Productions, how's it going, Jordan? Nice to see you in here. All right, so anyhow, the person I'm talking about is Chuck, CDP 1965. Go over there, check his channel out, give him some advice. I gave him my input. I told him to get a bigger house. No, only kidding. I told him that a helix would probably be his best way because if he tries to go on a constant grade all the way around his room, it'll take him forever. He'd have to go around probably 2 or 3 times to get up to 16 inches. So if you guys got any input for him, please go ahead and give it to him. All right, now, let's see. My featured guy, we've been sub to each other probably a little bit more than 2 years. I've had the opportunity actually to meet the man. He was on a business trip and came here to Phoenix and made arrangements with me, came up to my house. We did a little running on my layout and so on and so forth. But the person I am talking to now, let's see if I can get that up here, is Mr. Georgia Sunbelt, Anthony. Now, Anthony's been working on his layout for a while now, and he's coming along making some great progress. He just added an extension onto his layout, and he's planning on building it all the way around to his room and then connecting it to the original layout that he's got now. So if you guys think you'd like to go check him out, he's got 238 subscribers, and I bet you he'd like to get up to 250 if we can get him up there tonight. How's it going, Art? Nice to see you in here, buddy. Anyhow, so with all that being said, let's take the screen off of here. And so, guys, please give these guys that I give shout outs to, go to their channels and check them out. And I forgot to mention that Charles, CDP 1965, has 83 subscribers. So, guys might want to go over there and check him out and help him along. Maybe get him up to 100 tonight. He only needs 17, guys. I know we can do 17. We got at least that many in here tonight. Hell, we got 58 in here. Guys could do that. So anyhow, all right. So let's see. With all that gone, we're gonna move on to my donations from last week, and I want to thank everybody for these donations because it has helped me out a great deal on lots of different things. My trip to Strasbourg, my stuff that I buy for here to do my demonstrations and so on and so forth. And a little bit close to my layout. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I mean, I appreciate that. So anyhow, these people are Sparky 107 for Roy, Roy Hardwick, Container Man 68. Apparently there was some sort of a problem with the super chat last week. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah. So he did that for Roy. Possum Bayou, Chris Mitchell, Kevin Brown, Rick Bailey. And Rick Bailey's donation was from my career video. So thank you, Rick. I really do appreciate that. Anyhow, with all of that being said, wow, you guys never wear me out. Only kidding. I love being here on Friday night with you guys. All right, we'll take some more of this. I'm seeing a darker screen. I hope you guys are seeing a little bit better than what I'm seeing. Like I said, I had to rearrange my lights in here so I wouldn't have all the glare on that whiteboard. It looks like the sun's not going to help me out anyhow. No problem, Anthony. I like your layout. I like what you're doing, so just keep up the good work, man. Norman says it's very dark, and I agree with you, Norman. What I'm seeing, actually, let me do this because Hold on, guys. I'm checking something out here. Yeah, you're right, Norman. It is dark. I'm looking on the YouTube screen right now. All right. Well, I just have to deal with it, guys, uh, until I don't use the whiteboard. Screen is a little dark, but I think it's light. Yeah, you're right, Joel. Again, like I said, I apologize, guys, but in order to get this whiteboard behind me to work without light glare on it, I had to move my lights around, so I actually have the lights pointing away from me. So that's why I am not lit up. That's why the whole picture is dark. But I think I did that to no avail because the sun is is giving me the glare off the board anyhow. Oh, God. Anyhow, let's see what we got going on here. Ken Amos. How's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. I'm trying to catch up on some of this. You Run Naked 4. How's it going, my friend? Nice to see you. Guys, he's okay. He has actually subscribed to my channel, so if you see him in here, any of my moderators, don't worry about him. He's a good guy. He's not a robot. He's not a lurker or anything like that. So just don't worry, unless of course he gives you a nasty remark or something. Wilmer, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you there. How you doing, You Run Naked 4? All right. Let me take some more of this H2O stuff. The sun is finally going down behind the trees and houses down the street, which is a good thing. All right, 4. Okay. Joshua Williams, how's it going? All right, I don't know what the 4 is for, Sparky. Oh, am I supposed to say his whole name with the 4 at the end? Sorry about that. Looking better? Yeah, well, I'm not moving anything right now. It's just that the sun is going away, so that's a good thing. I'm not a robot. So that's cool. That's cool. I like that. All right. On with the rest of the stuff that I have to talk about here. Right. Our weekly live streams. Start off with Monday at 7 p.m. Now, all the times I'm going to give you are all Eastern times except for one, and when I get to that one, I'll tell you what it is. But anyhow, 7 p.m. is Tayagaton Valley River Railroad, or otherwise known as Narrow Minded Monday. That's with Nate. He goes on at 7 o'clock, and he usually has a pretty good show, so you guys might want to stop in and see him on Monday evening. Then after him on Monday evening, at 8 p.m. is Tom Stranging Things. Now, he just switched over from bi-weekly to every week, so you might want to give him a little check out also. On Tuesdays, we have On Track Tuesday, and the hosts for these shows are Wilmer, Tony, Dave, and Ben. Now, it depends on which one of those 4 guys is doing the show. It depends. It might start at 8 or it might start at 7. So you will have to check on your announcements in your videos. Notifications, that's the word I'm looking for. On Wednesday, we have Sparky, 107. And if you guys know that Sparky will not be doing a live stream next week because he's blaming me for not being able to use my computer to do his live stream. But why don't he just bring his own computer and do his live stream from here with his own computer? Huh? Come on, Sparky. On Thursday, apparently Hot Rod Riding has got his internet fixed up, whatever the problem was with that, and he did a live stream last night. He's on it Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Not for the next 2 weeks. Yeah, you're right, Sparky. He was on at 7 p.m. He did his show last night. It was pretty good, considering it's been a while since he's had it. Yeah, you tell him, Randy. It's a desktop. Oh, I thought you had a laptop. Okay, sorry about that. Duh. All right, so we just got Rodney, 7 p.m. on Thursday evening. Now, unfortunately, I missed Go Via or Go Home last night. He does his on the last Thursday of every month, And because next Thursday is Halloween, he decided to do it last night, and unfortunately, I missed it. So I'm sorry if you guys are watching. I'm sorry that I missed it. Mike Dalton, how's it going? D and RGW, Brian, how's it going, my friend? All right. Friday, guess who? It's me. And on Saturday, we have Toyman, 2448 Toyman at 7 p.m. And on Sunday, we have Christopher's Railway. This is the exception I was telling you guys about. He does his at 10 p.m. UK time. So if you take 5 hours to the East Coast, I think 5 or 6 hours to the East Coast is when you can catch him at 5 p.m. Eastern. So you might want to check that out. Now, I'm sure they will, Sparky. All right. Now, one of my subscribers, we're getting into the announcements, by the way. One of my subscribers, his YouTube or his channel name is LTBROYT6A. His name is Barry. Now, he works at the Wilmington and Western Railroad, and they do train rides. Now, he has contacted me and asked me if I would be interested in doing this train ride while we are in Strasbourg. Now, the only drawback of this train ride is that it's going to be at least an hour's drive from Strasbourg to where this railroad is, and then we get a ride. Now, he's talking about different amounts of people will get you different fares. So if you're interested, I guess I'm going to say let me know if you're interested in this. I don't know if Sparky would be interested in this. I don't think he's going to be. But then again, I need to talk to him when he gets here next week, and we'll discuss it and see how it's going. Let's see, who else we got? Brad Anderson, nice to see you, buddy. Model Railroading Down Under, yes, sir. John 2618. I think it is, John. I'm pretty sure. He says it's an hour drive from Strasbourg, and I'm pretty sure an hour's drive will probably put you in Delaware. So I'm not 100% sure. He did send me an email I have not read yet, so I will read that and I will contact him back and maybe actually talk to him by phone and see what's going on with that. Are you a train man too? How's it going, my friend? Nice to see you in here. Nicholas Tingu, how's it going, my friend? Let's see. This package you sent has hit Australia, landed at Sydney Airport last night. Cool. I'm asking in Strasbourg to get some of the activities. All right. Well, we'll talk about that when you come down here. Possibly we can talk together if you want to. You know, it's up to you whenever you get here. Anyhow, okay. So that was the first announcement. Now, my second announcement is about my contest. I have sent out 16 second chance emails, and I'm waiting to get 2 replies back. And also, if you watch my updated video on the contest, you'll see there's some other stuff going on there that the numbers don't jive between who says they're in and actually does the contest and does the questions and emails the answers to me and all that stuff. So let me make this clear to you guys. The official rules for my contest is that you would say you're in that video, and then you would read the rest of the rules, answer the questions, and email it to the email address that I have down below. Once I get the answers and see if they're right, then you are entered into the contest. So if you think that you're entered into contest just by saying you're in, you're not. So please, if you want to get into the contest, please complete 3 questions. They're not hard questions. And if you guys were paying attention, I really shouldn't say this to you guys, but if you guys were paying attention, not this past Wednesday, but the Wednesday before in Sparky's live stream, he accidentally gave out the hardest the hardest answer. The answer to the hardest question. That's what I should say. That everybody seems to be getting wrong. So, if you guys feel like going over to Sparky's channel and checking out his live stream from 2 weeks ago, and then going through it and see what the answer is, whatever. Now, I announced all the names to the winners. And if you guys happen to know somebody who's already been announced as a contestant, and call them up and say, hey, what's the answer to this? I'm not there. I don't know that you're cheating. To me, is that cheating? No, we're still in research. That's the way I look at it. Anyhow, how's it going, Steve 87? Nice to see you in here. That's no accident, huh? And that's right, Dave BNS at N-Scale, you are correct. 5 days to the deadline of the contest when the entries need to be in. They are due on October 30th at midnight. So thank you for saying that for me, Dave. I almost forgot that. Anyhow, there is 45 in here. I think there was 45. Let's see. 46 confirmed entries. 22 HO. 24 N-Scale. Yes. Anyhow, if you guys want to check it out. You can go to my video. The title is 3500 Subscriber Contest Official Rules, and check it out and enter. Thank you, Dave. Yorick, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you. Yorick is, I believe, in Ireland. I'm not 100% sure, so if you can tell us where you're at, that would be nice. Yorick, yes, Yorick. Okay, so apparently Digger's saying hello. That's cool. Tomorrow I plan to make a new video. All right, Joel, that's cool. Joel, if you can do a video once a week, that would be really good. Because that's basically what YouTube says, you know. Start something on one day and try and keep that every day, the same day every week. Nice to see you guys. Well, thank you, Yurick. Very nice of you. All right. Anyhow, what were we up to before we got so rudely interrupted? Let's see. Oh, okay. I am aware that Mr. Ron Pisco is not feeling very well. So my prayers and best wishes go out to him, and I hope you guys do the same. Ron Pisco, he's been with us for more than about 2 years now, and he's a very, very cool guy. I wish he would get better so we can get back to his Ron's Workbench series that he's doing, and I hope you guys have been checking that out. All right, well, now we are going to do what I have planned for this evening. And that's we're going to talk about electrical stuff. And the reason why we want to talk about this is I had a request from one of my subscribers. I won't mention any names, but it seems to be wanting to know about how to do wiring. So what I have behind me is a couple of basic things, starting off with DC and then working down to the two most popular DCC systems that are out there right now. So, with that being said, thank you, Charlie. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you very much, buddy. Anyhow, so let me go ahead and take this rag off of here, and we'll see how much glare we got. And we just got that one spot right there, and that's coming from that light. Damn, really? All right. Well, I can't help it, guys. Let me see if I turn that light a little bit further away. If it goes away, hold on. Yeah, but it just makes the picture darker. All right. Anyhow, what we have here are three basic diagrams. the top diagram to me is going to be, I mean, I've gone through this way before DCC was ever invented. I've done this system up here. This is a DCC system where I can run locomotives in separate directions with two different power packs. And to me, people say that DCC wiring is a lot harder. No. Look at what you have to do just to get two locomotives to run on the same track in opposite directions. And they can't really even run on the same track. They have to be spaced out with a block. So for every train that you want to run on this layout, if you want to use power pack A, you got to use your double pole, double throw switch and put it to power pack A. Then it will come out here and go to the rails. And so these will be connected to power pack B. So now if I wanted to run a train and you wanted to run a train, you would man B, I would man A, and for every time you move the train forward, you would have to come over to the switch and switch it so you'd be able to go. And then you get to the next block, you have to switch that way and go. And so it becomes a big, big pain in the butt. Beside the fact, you'll have to have one of these relics. You'll have to have two of these, actually. So, in my opinion, DCC sounds like it's really hard, but it's not. And I'll show you why. This is the Digitrack system right here. Up to this is the track. I know it's poor representation of a track, but come on, guys, give me a break. I'm not Monet or anybody like that. Anyhow, on my system, I have a command station that's a 5 amp command station. I have a handheld throttle, and I have my panel that's on my fascia. Okay? Now, the orange wire is what they call the LocoNet. And it goes from the power supply, or the command station as we call it, to the panel, plugs into the back of the panel, then it has another one that comes out, it daisy chains all the way around your layout for as many of those panels as you have. Now, the command station takes orders from this guy. So all of these here are buttons, and this is an LCD screen up here. So if I want one of my SD70s, let's say 8987, so I would punch in 8987 and hit enter, and that locomotive will come up here. Now I can control that locomotive either going directly into the command station or going into my panels. Now the wire for the track is only two wires. They come out of the command station and go to your track. And they go all the way down. Now, I have it going to the back of this side of the panel because there is an LED here that gives you track status. So it's the same thing. You know, just hook it up in the back here, the red and the blue, and then take the red and blue and daisy chain that around your layout. The red and blue here are your bus lines, and they will go around the entire table. I use 16. You can use 16 or 14 gauge. I find 16 is okay for me because my locomotives don't draw that much amperage. My locomotives draw maybe less than a quarter of an amp, maybe an eighth of an amp. So now, this is the Digitrack system right here. This down here is the NCE system. Now both the command station here and this PB15, which is a power booster, I believe. No, that's one of the panels. No, I'm sorry. That is your power supply. Sorry about that. Anyhow, you have your 110 supply coming in here. And this here will go on your basic system, which is a 2 amp system. Will go to your panel. And then your panel will go to your handheld, will come to the front side of the panel, and then the back side of the panel will go out to your track. And so that would be a 2 amp system. Now, thanks to Sparky, I have watched one of his videos this past week on how to hook up the 5 amp booster for the NCE system. Now, you use the same power supply here, but instead of taking the power and going to the back of the panel, you're going to come down to here to the main SB5 unit, and it's a unit probably about yay big. There is a jumper wire that you have to go from control to main on the SB5, and then from the SB5, then it goes to the back of the panel, and then you have from the back of the panel, it goes out to the track, and then your handheld goes to the same place. It goes to the front of the UTP panel. Now, to me, it was easy to adapt to this system versus this system because there was so much wiring on here. It would drive you crazy to figure it all out if you had a problem. Now, my feeders, you guys watched me do some feeder wires over the past couple of weeks on my updates. This is a turnout. Let's see, where can you see this better? How about if I put my hand here? All right, anyhow, when I did mine, and I was over precautious on mine, so I put feeder wires front and the two track here. So I have 6 wires on each turnout. In reality, all you have to do is the 2 inside ones. You'll have to do 1 of each color on the inside, depending on how you got your track. Now, another thing you need to know about, and this was a thing that I thank John Tenzil every day. Every day I use this item, I always think of John. He calls it his polarity car. And I know the lighting is really bad in here. You can't really see that. But these here are yellow pieces of tape. And because my feeder wires are yellow and green. So what you do is you put your box car or whatever car you got that's got the specific color of your wiring, put it on the track with the yellow. Mine, like on the yellow, will go on the rail that has the yellow wire. And then all I do is simply just push this car around. And if you just keep this car on the track and just keep pushing it around, you cannot make a mistake. It's impossible. I mean, this whole wiring that I just did now, that's how I did it. I mean, even though I knew that the outside wire eventually is going to become the inside wire, but no, I put this on the track and pushed it along, and Dave can verify that. Dave has seen me do it. What else was I going to say about this electrical stuff? Let's see. There are plenty of videos out there to show you exactly, like for instance, Sparky's video on hook up the 5 amp system there. But as far as the 2 amp system, it's really plug and play. You know, just the only thing you have to do is hook up wires to your track and just plug everything else in and you're good to go. But the advantage is that you can run 2 locomotives with 1 handheld, or at least on mine I can. I have a dual handheld. My Digitrax master throttle has 2 throttles in it. So I can run 2 different trains with the same handheld in 2 different directions or in the same direction on the same track. You cannot do that with DCC, not as easily as you can with DC. So with all that being said, if you guys have any questions, you can either ask them now, because we have a few minutes, or you can put it in the comments of this video when it becomes a video, and I will answer you via email or via comments or so on and so forth. But to me, guys, even if you get the basic on a Digitrax system, it's as easy as the same thing as this. Now, I was going to say is that on the 2 amp system on the Digitrax, this is this and this combined. Because from what I understand, as long as you power up this guy here, this UTP, and the power goes into the handheld, so now you have this guy doing the job of both of these guys until you hook up the SB5. Once you hook up the SB5, then this becomes just like this, and then this becomes this. So I don't know if I can make that any clearer to you guys, but that's basically what I can show you. I mean, I was hoping to show you even more, but basically there is really nothing else to show. And like I said, on the turnouts, I am over cautious because all the problems I had with turnouts in the past. So I wire each individual rail with the same color. So if I had the yellow on the outside rail, it goes to yellow on the outside rail, and it goes to yellow on this inside rail right here. So there's no short when the blades touch each other's stock rail. Anyhow, let's see. Oh, thank you, sir. Who are you naked for? Thank you, sir. I appreciate that very, very much. Anyhow, wow. Oh, look at that, Chris Mitchell. Thank you very much, Chris. I appreciate that too. No problem. Number how many locals active? How many locals active on? Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, I agree with you, Sparky. The numbers are a bit bigger, and the whole handheld is actually a little bit bigger than the Digitrax. And I tell you, I would probably think about it. If I was just starting, I would probably have to do a lot more comparison, because I just went out and bought one when it was time for me to do it. I said, oh, I want Digitrax because everybody swears by Digitrax. NCE was kind of like still in the baby forms at that time. So really there was nothing to say about NCE. Yeah, and that's another thing also with if you have JMRI hooked up to your layout and you have a DCC layout, you don't have to worry about throttles. You can use your phone as a throttle. There's an app that you put on your phone. It's called engine something or other. I don't remember exactly. I have it on my phone, but it connects to Wi-Fi. It's wireless, and it goes to your computer, and then you compute it to your layout. You'll be able to run trains with your phone. It's pretty cool. I mean, so there's really nothing for you guys to be afraid of. Engine driver, that's it. Thank you, Sparky. When Sparky comes down here, I have right now 3 trains set up. All 3 trains have 3 locomotives on each train. So when they get down here and they start running trains, I will have 9 locomotives going at one time, and a 4th one in the ready to get ready to go. Max's model, I was able to find Unit engaged 38 and restart. Very, very cool. Very cool. Glad to hear it, Max. Very cool. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I have my amp or my command station is 5 amps, and I have no problem running 9 locomotives at one time. Yeah, there'd be absolutely no problems. In fact, last September, when the Santan Model Group was here, I had I think there was 12 locomotives going. No, you're not getting the Amtrak this time, Sparky. I got something special set up for you. And I have something special set up for Roy. And so, yeah, we'll see how that's going to go when you guys get here. Well, thank you, Dwight. I appreciate that. And I'm here to help you guys. If there's something that I did not mention in my little presentation here, ask me. Don't be afraid to ask. Ask me. I'm here to help you guys, and that's why we're all here. We're all here to help each other out. That's what this community is about. Just helping people out. Vermont the Rail fan, how's it going, Ryan? We'll see. We'll see if you're going to put the new engines on my layout. But yeah, you're welcome to bring them up here, buddy. And just remember one thing: whatever you bring stays. That's all I gotta say. And I told John Dilly that too, because he's bringing an N-scale locomotive. And I told him, don't expect to be going home with it. So same thing to you. Just kidding you, buddy. Just kidding you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Cato locomotives draw less than 1/4 of an amp. I think like maybe an 1/8 of an amp. I don't remember the exact amount, but they don't pull very much at all. Like a consist of 4 locomotives is only 1 amp. So you can do 20 locomotives if that's the case, you know. Uh-oh, what's going on there? Sparky flexing his muscles. Jack, how's it going, man? Yeah, what I need to learn, I need to watch some YouTube videos on how to uh, take all the locomotives that I put into my throttle to take them out, so I don't run into the slot max. Now, slot max means that you have achieved the highest amount of locomotives that you can actually store in your handheld throttle. I believe on Digitrax it's 99 locomotives that you can store in there. And I had that slot max fixed. I had that slot max come up in my little display, and I didn't know how to get rid of it. So I had to start watching some YouTubes, and they said, just bring the locomotive up and hit exit. Well, I tried that, and it didn't work. So I got to watch some more. Steve, I don't know that much about NCE. Like I said, I started with Digitrax, and the only reason why I know about what I just showed you tonight is because I actually watched Sparky's video on how to hook this up, because I had no clue. I really didn't. I knew that it was just simple plug and play with just the handheld and the panel and the power supply, but I didn't know what the booster, how that would work out. So let's see, I have info. All right. Well, next time you come up here, maybe you can help me out. Let's see how it's done. Are you going to be coming up here while everybody else is here? That reset will kill all the locomotives on your throttle. You mean it would just eliminate them, so I have to start all over again? And that would be okay if I had to do that, because I think what I'm doing now is I'm doing it wrong. Every time I want to pull a locomotive up, I punch the number in and hit enter. What I should do is do the recall and go to the recall and then hit enter on whatever locomotive it is. No need for blocks on DCC. Exactly right, Charles, Chuck. You do not need blocks, because the computer, you're actually holding a computer in your hand, and there's a computer chip in the locomotive that's only going to respond to your commands. When you have that locomotive set up on your throttle, it'll only respond to that. Now, I will step back a few steps. If you are going to do circuit breakers in a DCC system, then yes, then you need to have blocks, because a circuit breaker will protect this area, the next circuit breaker will protect the next area. But if you just want to run it without circuit breakers, no, you do not need any blocks. It's best to do the recall. That's what I thought. Let's see, are you cooking? We need more cook. Well, you'll have to wait and see for that one, Anthony. But thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Yeah, there'll be a little cooking going on, but I'm not going to mention what it is just yet. I'm hoping that they get here early enough on Tuesday evening to actually sit down and have dinner here at my house. But we'll see, because their flight don't get in until 6:30, and by the time they get their luggage and all that kind of stuff, it'll probably be 8 o'clock before they walk in my door. I unfortunately cannot pick them up. My car just does not hold 6 people, and I don't want to get a ticket by having kids sitting on people's laps and all that kind of stuff. So I imagine that they are going to rent the vehicle. Yes, and I agree with that, John. What John just said here is, if you do circuit breakers on your layout, if you do not, let's put it this way, if you do not have circuit breakers on your layout, and by accident, let's say one of your locomotives jumps the rails and is shorting across the track, it'll shut the whole system down until you fix the short. Whereas if you have circuit breakers in certain areas, around your layout, for instance, let's say I could break my layout into 4 different districts. We'll call them districts. If one district has a short, the other 3 districts keep going. And that's a good thing about doing the circuit breakers. And thank you, John. I appreciate you bringing that up. See, there's a lot of stuff I forget that's just so easy. Oh, okay. Very cool, Ryan. Very cool. DC setup video. I agree, Sparky, and I agree with the DigiCrap. You know, I was at one time a very big user of Digitrax. All my locomotives and my system are all Digitrax, and unfortunately, I had a problem with them a year and a half ago. They would not warranty some decoders for me because they were third party. It don't make a difference what party it is. You have an unconditional guarantee. You need to take care of it. Well, they didn't. So anyhow, I have a very bad taste in my mouth for Digitrax. Anyhow, let's see. Okay, so breakers could say yes. Breakers could save you. I'm not really. Vinny has that info. Yes, I do. It's have to stop my wiring. Buffalo to Phoenix. So, Sparky, are you driving from your house to Buffalo? Is that the idea? I'm not 100% on how far you are from Buffalo either. So, let's see, Max's Model Railroad. Good question. What was the question? Maybe I can answer it. Yeah. Well, you know, Jack, because you're the one who sent me those decoders, and you know the story behind that from 2 years ago, whatever it was. New Haven Rails, how's it going, my friend? Nice to see you. Are you talking about buying a DCC system? Yes, you probably can get one for under $200, but that's not the only cost. The only cost is putting the decoders into the locomotives, which are on the cheap end $25 and on the more expensive end about $40 per decoder, and that's only counting decoders that do not have sound. Just don't have sound. So those ones you probably can get up to 100 and a little over $100 per decoder. So yes, you can get a system for under $200, but then it's all the residual stuff that you have to buy afterwards for each locomotive that you have. And hopefully the locomotives that you have are DCC ready, because if they're not, then it's going to cost you even more money to have someone install it if you're not familiar with taking your locomotive apart and doing all the hard wiring and stuff like that. So there's a lot of things a lot of pros and cons about DCC, but overall the DCC system is the best. I mean, it's the way it's going to be. You know, it's the way it's going to be. There you go. Rick Bailey says NCE has a simple 4-function decoder for $14. There you go. But still, 10 locomotives, that's $140. But $140 plus a $200, you got $300, and you got a DCC system going for you. Yes, that's true too, Jack. You can get a DCC installed Bachmann locomotive for under $100. No, you don't need to have turnout motors per se, but what you need to have, unless you have like a micro engineering or Pico, where the track will snap over and stay there, then you don't need anything. But on these custom turnouts that Bruce did for me, I have to put a ground throw here so it holds the points, the blades, in the proper position. Otherwise, they would always open up and I would always have derailment. And I agree with you, Randy, 100%. If you're just starting out, start out with the DCC. Don't start out with DC. Sparky, I am not 100% sure of the Arduino stuff. That would probably be better answered by Tom Kavinchek of Tom Strange Things, or Jimmy of DIY and Digital, because they both are heavy into the Arduino stuff. I am not. I understand that the DCC plus you probably can build it for like 20 or $25. I'm not sure. The HO model that wants to go DCC, but uses much older equipment, but doesn't have the Biggest budget. Yeah, that would probably be the way to go. But like I said, I am not familiar, and I won't give you any information on that if I don't know what it's about or anything like that. I just don't want to get into the electronics end of it because when I was working on BMWs, that's all we did was electronics, and I got really tired of it. So the only electronics I want to do now is hooking up feeder wires, and that's it, done. All right, Max's Model Robo. Talk to you later. Thanks for showing up here, my friend. All right, we got like 5 minutes left, guys. So why don't you go ahead and promote your channels, say whatever you want to say. Don't forget, I have a premiere video coming up tomorrow, and you guys are really going to like this one because there are 2 full runs on my layout, and one of them doesn't even belong on the P-Vine sub. So with that being said, go ahead and promote your channels, and that starts at noon Eastern. I hope to see you guys there. I'm selling the Prodigy 2 system. Yeah, you know what? When I started out way back before you even got the Digitrax, I had the MRC Prodigy. It worked okay, but I wasn't happy with it. There were some things I was not happy with. All right, so Weber's got 676, and Ken Amos has 51. John 2618, 1070. RDNT 268. Denver Rio Grande 305. Dwight Curley 115. How you doing, Nancy? Nice to see you in here. Let's see. Well, thank you, Ken. I appreciate that. Like I said, I hope the information helps you guys out. Joey Butzek. Hey, I said it right. 75. The LPRR guy, 50. Come on, guys. We need to get him up now. I gave him a shout-out tonight. He started off with 50. So you guys need to get him up to 60 now. Come on. Be nice. Now look at that. CDP went up. He went up by 10. Let's see, Art has 117. Pasandeo has 55. Barnabas Jones. How you doing, Jason? Nice to see you here. Let's see. Digger Evans, 376. Later, Rick. Talk to you later, buddy. SB Michael. Randy's Rock and Roll, 370. Nice going, Randy. Later, Randy. Thanks for showing up, my friend. Glad you were here. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a few more minutes to say your goodbyes and all that kind of stuff. EJ and E. Jeff, 300. Let's see. Dave, NSF, and good night. Great weekend. See you in the 69 people for the finish line. What was my total count there tonight? 60? Did I have more than 60 in here? Anybody check if I have more than 60 in here? Barnabas Junction, 2894. Good job, Jason. Nice to see that. Let's see. All right. I'm looking forward. I hope you do some videos on that, Chuck. I forgot what you want me to call you. I'm just going to call you Chuck. We already have another Chuck in here. Yes, and Sparky will be here. Actually, you'll see Sparky on probably my live stream next Friday. Next Friday is going to be when the drawing is going to be held for my contest. So yeah, I hope you guys are all here. I hope all you guys that are here tonight, plus the guys that want to are entered into the contest are here. So that would give me like probably 150 people in this chat, which would be cool. I would really like that. Why you run naked? All right, buddy. See you later, Sparky. All right, Great North and Lakeland short lines. Thank you, Digger. I appreciate the comment. All right, guys. I'm going to give you my outro stuff, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye for now. Have a great week.